What if Shinsuke Nakamura's heel turn was booked properly? WWE has created a dream match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, even though they fought at NJPW at one time, while WWE credited it, and it became the focus of their storyline. Who is the better man? Going to WrestleMania. And after that said match, well, people tell that the NJPW match is far more better than their WWE match. And yeah, after that match, Nakamura's heel turn just gone downhill. Even though he became champion, United States champion, and Intercontinental champion, well, he was not shown on television. He was rarely seen in television. He does not have any participation on the cards in pay-per-views, and people are calling Nakamura that he is contented within WWE. But in this alternate timeline, well, we're pushing Shinsuke Nakamura, and yeah, we're gonna start at WrestleMania 34, the eventual heel turn, and booking it at least until WrestleMania 35. Going forward, well, Shinsuke Nakamura will attack AJ Styles in many episodes of SmackDown. After that, well, Shinsuke Nakamura actually dominated AJ Styles in this rivalry, with him actually being more of a actions speak louder than words, and he speak only a little bit of English, which actually debut on his character no speak English. And then as for that, well, Shinsuke Nakamura will defeat AJ Styles in one of their pay-per-view matches. And yes, Shinsuke Nakamura is the new WWE champion, and we're gonna give him also a manager, which is Sami Zayn. So you may ask, why Sami Zayn? Well, just like in real life, the Artist Collective actually debuted, but it happens more earlier in this timeline. So how does Sami Zayn got actually hired? Well, we're gonna start on an episode of Raw where he actually got hired by the WWE champion Shinsuke Nakamura, and then the general manager actually allowed this. And you may ask me, because of this previous storyline of Sami Zayn and Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan, how will this possibly happen? Well, it's because of Shinsuke Nakamura requesting Paige that he wants someone to be his translator for all of his promos and etc. So as for the WWE Championship run, we're gonna start after Shinsuke Nakamura beats AJ Styles, and then it's gonna go until at least WrestleMania 35. And with that said, well, his first rivalry will come against Randy Orton in this timeline. So why Randy Orton? Well, we're gonna give him at least someone who is credible enough and who is established to fight with. That's why Randy Orton will put over Shinsuke Nakamura in this rivalry, and we're gonna say that actually they fought on a match, and then Randy Orton actually putting his sights again for the WWE Championship to retain or to gain it for at least the 14th time. So the Viper challenges the King of Strong Style, and actually in this timeline also, he will actually be more of a strong style type of wrestler, not in real life that he actually softened up. Well, we're gonna give his Japan moveset, which Vince McMahon actually allows to. Randy Orton will challenge for the WWE Championship at least for 2 pay-per-views, which Randy Orton will put over Shinsuke Nakamura. And as for his rivalries, we're gonna focus on much of Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton, which Sami Zayn actually got the distraction for Shinsuke Nakamura, and then Randy Orton will actually lose these matches. And then we're gonna book him at least one of their matches to win cleanly, because at this time we're gonna allow also Randy Orton to put over WWE talents. So Sami Zayn will actually cut a promo that Shinsuke actually beats Randy Orton, and then John Cena will actually return in this timeline. Which John Cena will actually focus on is he was defeated by The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and he needs someone to get his focus against. And then John Cena at this time is putting over talents also, that's why we're gonna book this match. And then yes, it is only a one-off pay-per-view, will actually Shinsuke Nakamura beating John Cena clean as possible. we actually more focused on is Sami Zayn's promos, and then Shinsuke Nakamura's King of Strong Style moveset, and then his attacks. That's why Nakamura will be more established. And then yes, during this time, Shinsuke actually cuts little bit of promos, and then Sami Zayn more of a speaker for Nakamura. And then Jeff Hardy will actually challenge Nakamura next. So yeah, that match actually happens also here, which we will revolve it at least for Jeff Hardy's final redemption for the WWE Championship, because he won it 10 years ago, and then we're gonna focus on that storyline. Which actually in this pay-per-view, Randy Orton returns and then actually goes with his heel turn, and then heel Randy Orton, and then Jeff Hardy will actually have a rivalry here. So yeah. Nakamura actually beat 3 former WWE champions, and it's great for his WWE Championship run. And then yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura will actually be challenged by one of the WWE guys on the roster, and that is Daniel Bryan at this time. Yes, I'm putting Daniel Bryan in this rivalry also, which you know the pattern. Daniel Bryan will actually put over Nakamura in this match. But unfortunately for Shinsuke Nakamura, well, he's gonna be defeated by Brock Lesnar in the champion versus champion match at Survivor Series. Which, because they are building Brock Lesnar to be the beast, that's why they can't afford him to lose at this pay-per-view, and Shinsuke actually be more of being always there, and he actually was put over by a lot of talents. That's why we're gonna give this win to Brock Lesnar. As of now, well, Shinsuke Nakamura is actually defeated a lot of talents in this timeline, and then he actually fought Brock Lesnar in Survivor Series. More credibility on the champion's behalf, and then yes, we put over Nakamura big time. So that means he's not gonna be out of television just like in real life, and he's actually being used in a lot of matches. That means we're not going to have Shinsuke Nakamura United States title here, United States Championship run here. Instead, we're going to make him the WWE Champion, and an established one, which he actually is more featured in television. And then yes, Vince McMahon actually will have more faith on his international wrestlers as the WWE Champion. And because of this, a lot of wrestlers also from different nationalities will sign with the WWE because of their faith with Shinsuke Nakamura. They will believe that some of them actually believes that they will have a shot to be the WWE Champion or World Champion in WWE, either Universal Champion or WWE Champion. That's why this is also a huge thing for a lot of talents in the world, especially in pro wrestling industry. Of this lot of signees, well, Triple H will actually have a new NXT, and that is NXT International or NXT Japan, which they will focus on a lot of talents in the world or the Japanese talents only, just like what they did with NXT UK. They will have more brand establishment and a lot more nationalities, which NXT will actually hire, and a lot of talents in different pro wrestling territories will actually sign with them. And then yes, NXT more benefits with this because a lot of matches, a lot of dream matches happen in NXT, especially in the Survivor Series. We're going also to book an NXT versus NXT versus NXT type of feud, which actually focus on NXT UK, NXT itself, and then NXT Japan if Triple H will have this brand here. So yes, a lot of talents will go in NXT Japan, with a lot of former talents actually going there to put over new and established wrestlers. So yeah, a lot of talents also from NJPW have contracts with WWE, so they will debut on NXT Japan. And then here in NXT Japan, they will also be more free to do what style they are actually doing. But we're gonna remove all the comedy skits, but not all of them. We're gonna just remove the what they do on live events. They're gonna more have they are going to have more freedom in their live events, just like in WWE when they are actually having fun. And because of this brand extension, A lot of talents will actually debut on this brand, and Triple H will actually be more involved in all of these brands. He will make it more established and televised in a lot of countries that people actually don't have access for NJPW. Well, NXT Japan will actually be more of a platform for the NXT wrestlers, NXT Japan wrestlers. And the Japanese wrestlers will showcase their talents here. And as for the WWE champion, well, he is a dominant heel in this time. And then yes, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to 2019 still the WWE champion. And just like in real life, Asuka wins her SmackDown Women's Championship in TLC 2018. So yeah, two Japan wrestlers, two separate world champions with two divisions. So just like in real life, WWE will be forced themselves to put over Kofi Kingston, and then Vince McMahon will actually be more involved in the storyline where he's gonna compare Kofi Kingston and then Shinsuke Nakamura's wrestling abilities and then etc. Just like what they did with Daniel Bryan in real life. But also looking Vince McMahon as a heel, which he will put a lot of challenges for the New Day to have Kofi Kingston's championship opportunities. So Kofi Kingston will actually win the title at WrestleMania, and as for Shinsuke, he will Sami Zayn. They will actually be more challenging for the title last one time, and then yes, Nakamura will challenge Balor for the Intercontinental Championship, and as for that, Shinsuke will have this run until they decided for Sami Zayn to turn face or Shinsuke to turn face, with one of them actually turning on each other, the Artist Collective disbanding, and then yes, one of them actually becoming the Intercontinental Champion. After that, so either Shinsuke Nakamura retains against Sami Zayn or Sami Zayn winning the title against Shinsuke Nakamura. So yes, whoever gets the heel hit more, he's going to have the title. And as for Shinsuke, that's going to be his run from 2018 up to 2019. So yes, probably it will involve his 2020 booking too if they allow Shinsuke to be more involved in this 200-day title reign, which in this timeline also he will be more featured on television. And then yes, Shinsuke will actually be put over because of the champions, the former champions who will actually challenge him for the Intercontinental Championship. Yes, that will happen, and then Shinsuke is more established than in real life. So this is my what if, and I hope you like this video. Subscribe for more videos, like this video, and comment down below. Also share this video, and thank you for watching.